Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. It's go time. Weather's turning, it's hot, it's sunny, it's dry. We're gonna get going because we're gonna start planting tomorrow. Uncle Bun's picking up rocks. It's a big rock point here, so you go, Uncle Bun. I think the timing's good. It's not how they want me to run, but I'm gonna run because it's go time. So I'm gonna try this waterway, and if it's good, we're gonna go. It's the only day I'll have to spray, so because it's gonna get really windy the next couple days. I need to get a couple hundred acres done. Sorry guys, I'm trying like heck to get going because, as I was trying to say before, it's a really nice calm day today. You know, average winds around 8 miles an hour. Tomorrow and the next day, phenomenal days. 70, 80 degrees, sunny, but it's gonna be windy. Average winds of 20. We don't want that. That's just a recipe for drift. Hey, Uncle Bun, he's out picking rocks. So, and because of that, I need to get spraying today. So I don't have time to mess around with you know, fine tuning this right now, especially when the main sprayer guy wasn't able to answer, which is it's a weekend, I get it, but I was hoping he'd be able to answer to help walk me through, but it wasn't. And the other guy that was trying to help me out, he did good. I couldn't figure it out. I just need to get going. It's time to go. So we're gonna get spraying. We're gonna load up, get my recipe, and get moving. So here's the water trailer. She's getting filled up right now. Gonna see we got quite a bit in here already. 1,200 gallons or so that'll fill me up for sure. So I'm gonna put in my bean burn down mix. Gonna have some Roundup, gonna have some Authority, got some 2,4-D, and here comes Nathan with the other stuff, which is my water conditioner. Got the first load of spray loaded in. So now we're just gonna finish topping it off with the right amount of water. We're gonna go out and do some spraying. So I'm priming my boom right now. So like I mentioned the last time I was spraying in here, basically when I put a new tank mix in and it's not in the boom, you gotta basically run some product out all the way to the end. Because yes, your tank has the chemical in there, but your boom holds like, I don't know, 40, 50 gallons. You really gotta make sure you get your boom primed, so that way, as soon as you start spraying in your field, your boom's got the chemical right where it needs. It doesn't have to wait for it to go from the tank, through all the filters and everything, all the way out to the tip of the boom, which is 50 feet away. And that's what I'm doing. So now that my boom's primed, we're gonna head to the field. So I'm doing our bean burn down. This is basically in our chemical rotation. The first thing that we spray in the spring is before we do anything on our future soybean fields, we spray it. We kill all the weeds that are there. That is because we do a practice called no-till farming for our soybeans. We just basically plant them into last year's corn residue. We do that because it's effective, it works, it's reduced cost for us, it's reduced tillage pass, it's reduced erosion. There's a lot of benefits with it. And with soybeans, they're not as delicate as corn. They don't need to be exactly 2 inches. They don't need to be a uniform seed depth. Soybeans, you can even throw them on the ground and they'll work. That's why we're doing what we're doing. And now I'm gonna head up the hill and head to that field. Well, we're spraying, ladies and gentlemen. So I always outline this waterway because it's at a straight 45-degree angle. And even though I have individual nozzle control, I still would have 20 inches between it. So I always outline this one because it looks good and it's right next to the school. It's all about looks, guys. Anything next to the road, you always gotta wanna make sure it looks pretty. But everything seems to be going good. We'll see what ends up when my rate control and everything's good. You know, this field right here is 45 acres. I should be able to get this done and then a little bit of the next field on this one tank. But we'll see. First tank mix of the year is done. I think it worked pretty well. Right around where I thought I'd be for acres, so let's go fill up and do it again. As I've said before, ladies and gentlemen, it's go time. The field cultivator looks like it's folded up, ready to go. The soil finisher is ready to roll. We got a little bit of stuff to do, just kind of minor greasing and whatnot. Oh man, it's go time. All right, let's get mixing. Well, the new unit seems to be working all right. It's a little tight space, but hey, it's better than the old system. Let's get it going. You're gonna die, weed. There's some weed patches in here. There's not a bunch, but there are some. So we just need to get out here and we need to get these sprayed because we need to get planting soon. Very, very soon. So I'm hoping, I don't know how long we can wait. We have to wait before we can plant this, but I'm hoping we can only wait a couple days and then we can go. Okay, so I found the first major issue of the year. It's not a big one. Well, I shouldn't say major. I found the first issue of the year. I was noticing when I was going, my boundaries are shutting off correct. That's good. But the nozzle body right there, basically the third nozzle body into the waterway was spraying. The next two weren't. And then the next, all of them out there were spraying. So I was like, that's not good. I'm guessing what the issue was when we went through and swapped all these nozzle bodies, one of them got messed up. One of them got misplaced. So I was thinking that, let's just say number 10 was in the waterway, number 11 was not. It was saying number 11 you should be spraying, number 10 you shouldn't, but in reality, the one over the waterway was spraying. Does that kind of make sense? So in order to fix that, I just got to stop and do a recalibration. And all that is basically saying, hey, you all the way at the very end, you're number 1, you're number 2, you're number 3, and all the way down to 60. So it's pretty easy to do. And just like that, the issue is fixed. I love it when small issues remain small and don't get big. So this is the handy part of the sprayer that I have, is that once I put in my time, put in the work, marking all these boundaries, and now I can just drive right through them, not have to worry about outlining them and making extra passes, which burns fuel, wastes time. I'm all about this. So what all questions do you guys have? I'm gonna be in a sprayer cab for a while now, so I will have plenty of time to answer all your questions, at least when it's not windy. So this is one of our steeper farms that we have. I know for a fact that it's probably got dang near close to a 25-degree slope in here. Yeah, it's nothing to what you Palouse guys do out in like out in Washington and Oregon and whatnot, but still, for eastern Iowa, this is pretty choppy stuff. And there's a good amount of weeds coming through, so I'm glad I'm out here. See how this thing turns on and turns off? Pretty sweet. I actually spun out trying to go up this way. This little knob right here. Yeah, it's steep. This little guy. Yep, I couldn't make it. The camera does not do this hill justice. This is some nasty stuff. We'll see how much I slide down. I will not be able to hold the camera, that's the bad part. So, you have to take my word for it. Oh yeah, so here's the slope. Woo! This is nasty. Yeah, my sprayer couldn't make it. I was sliding down the hill, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go straight and not try and rut up this field. So let's try it again at a different angle. Oh man, that's rough. Made it. It was hairy, but I made it. These hills are gnarly. And this is just basically a bowl. But, I mean, it's ground we own. It's all connected to the main farm, so gotta farm it. It's not fun though. A lot of times we have hay or something in it just to make it easier, but where am I going? Other times in this steep spot we put hay in. And you can kind of see I dug in a little bit more than I wanted to. Dang it. Sorry, Nathan. Yep, I was really digging in there. That was a mistake. That's gonna suck harvesting. There we are, 95 acres done so far this year. Cool. So I'm gonna go fill up, and I think I got a 110-acre field over across the creek. So let's go get that done. Probably then that'll be it for the night. Let's go do it again. Filled up again. Let's head to the next field. Hopefully I can get 200 acres done tonight. Well, I'm hopping over to this little small bitty piece. Got basically a 5-acre piece on the other side of the creek. It's a pain in the butt, but it's 5 acres that we own, so better to farm it than not. This is weedy. Glad I'm out here spraying, that's for sure. I like this time of day because you can see your pattern very nicely. And the sun's nice and low. Man, look at this. Wow. Stuff's gonna die. That's a little wet. Don't want to go through that, that's for sure. There's a little bit of standing water there. Probably should avoid that. As I just drive right through it. Yeah, she's a tad moist. Just ran out of product, so we'll go back and get filled up one more time. Neighbor's gonna be getting it tomorrow. He brought his disc and his field cultivator over. I think this weekend and then this next week is gonna be a big day for just about everybody in the Midwest. We have had some really crappy weather, and a vast majority of the people, farmers in the Midwest, have not been able to get hardly any crops in the ground. Well, we finally got a stretch of about a week of dry weather. It's coming. Sweet, one more to go. Let's get her going. And as if on cue, that light just popped on. Wish I would have had my drone with me. Today would have been the perfect day. A beautiful sunset. I'm in a giant field, 105 acre field. So it would have been perfect to have the drone up, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just glad we're spraying. We'll get about 200 acres down today, which is awesome. Just straight chooching the acres right now, doing an instant of 180 acres an hour, going 14.5 mile or 15 mile an hour. Just cruising, doing real well. She's starting to get dark on me. But you kind of see how these lights are much brighter than these yellow schmellow ones? Well, there's a reason for that. So these are actually aftermarket lights. I threw them on after I ran this thing at night for the first time, and the lights literally could not see the end of the boom. I was like, no thank you. So I bought these cool lights from Oxbeam. I'll put the link down in the description. They're actually pretty nice. They're pretty universal, and they're bright as heck. What is it? All done. Folding up for the night. Just parked her for the night. Good enough. Good day of spraying there. Very good day of spraying. Let's go get some light. Let's go get a bite to eat. Hi, Grandma.
Hello.
The heck is the radio still going in here? It's 10 o'clock. I'm the only one on the farm. Plus, that's what gives me copyright issues. So I apologize for the kind of choppiness of the video. It was definitely a rough start. Well, not rough, but just a choppy start to get going on spraying. I had some issues to work through, and quite frankly, it was kind of tough to do that with the camera. So tomorrow's gonna be better with the next video. Tomorrow is Mother's Day in real time, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Well, it's Sunday, it's Mother's Day. Up here working on at the Hoffman farm, and Nathan's piece that he bought right here, this 40 acres of bean stubble in the dad's field. We took out the fence line right here. As you can see, Polster came in and did quite a bit of dozing here, took out the fence line and kind of cleaned up around the edges. And you can see as going up, the fence line ran right up that way. We cleaned her up and made her one nice big 80 piece. So not too bad of a field so far. I got some sticks I'll have to be cleaning up, just because that's what you gotta do after you take out a fence line, some trees. But other than that, it was pretty nice, so keep on running. Well, I just finished up this field. I was over here at Kuno's, at the Kuno farm. Had about 50 acres, not quite 50 acres, 40, 45 acres to do. A little muddy in some spots, but it wasn't too bad. Had to get it done. Gotta get this tractor up to Tim's and get that done, and then get this toolbar back to Davenport. Dad did a little plant, or Dad's gonna do a little plant tomorrow. Hopefully, if everything goes good. Jeff did a little field cultivating right there by Jerry's house on the bean stubble that I already had done. Yeah, Nathan did some more today later on. Dad got the planter ready, so tomorrow will be a full day too. I'm closing her down now tonight. She's late enough, but I got her done.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Woo. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and have a good planting, everybody. Ta-ta for now.